lot of interest from Californians and others wanting to move to Texas. So what's all the hype about? If you're looking to relocate to Texas and need some insight, this is the video for you. Cost of living versus other states. The overall cost of living index in Texas is 93.9, which is less than 100, the US average cost of living. A significant reason for this lower than average index is housing, and the reason for the high index is transportation. The median home cost in Texas is $257,000, whereas the median home cost in the US is $374,900. And transportation is definitely lacking in Texas. For comparison, the overall cost of living in California is $149.9, and the median home price in California is $683,996, which is more than double the median home price in Texas. This is one of the main reasons why Californians are flocking to Texas. You can get a lot more for a lot less. Now, talking about taxes, in Texas, there is a 6.25% state sales tax rate, and the max local tax rate is 2%. And the average combined state, local, and sales tax rate is 8.20. Texas's tax system ranks 14th overall in our 2022 Business Tax Climate Index. Despite having the 6th highest property tax in the nation, Texas is one of the 9 states that does not have a personal income tax, and sales tax for the state of Texas are comparatively low at 6.25%. It is one of the best places to live, best states to move to. If you're seriously considering moving to Texas, let me share my top places to consider in no particular order. First up is Southlake, Texas. Southlake is a suburb of Dallas and has the #1 school district in the entire state of Texas. This city is known for having a strong community with high academics. For jet setters, it's also close to DFW Airport. So, what will it cost you to live in this city? As of right now, it will cost you a median home price of $1.1 million, which is definitely larger in terms of budget if you want to call Southlake, Texas home. Up next is Grapevine, Texas, which is actually close to Dallas. The reason I mention Grapevine is that many people in the DFW area will visit Grapevine for a gateway. Why? They have the Great Wolf Lodge water park. They've got Gaylord Texan Resort, Legoland, Discovery Center, Grapevine Vintage Railroad, Sea Life Grapevine Aquarium, and fireworks in the summer on Friday nights, plus a whole lot more. For moms with littles, some of these indoor options are a lifesaver, especially during the hot Texas summers. If living close to activities sounds appealing, the median home price in Grapevine was $479,000 back in April. While DFW suburbs are nice, I would be remiss without suggesting Dallas is one of the best places to live. This sophisticated city is perfect for professionals that enjoy the nightlife. There will be traffic during the day though, but you will be surrounded with good food, high rises, a plethora of job opportunities, and everything in between. The median home price in downtown Dallas was $560,000 and can go all the way up depending upon what type of housing you're looking for. Now, if you're looking for a lower cost of living city nearby, I would recommend looking at Fort Worth. While there isn't much to do in Fort Worth per se, it's only 32.1 miles away from downtown Dallas, which is not a very bad commute at all. If you have kids or you're a kid at heart, Fort Worth does have a zoo and safari splash. There are also botanical gardens, the Fort Worth Water Gardens, the Sundance Square splash pad as well. The median home price in Fort Worth is around $345,000. Another place to consider is San Antonio, which is famous for the Alamo, the San Antonio Riverwalk, which is also called the Paseo del Rio. While these places are nice to visit, if you were to live in San Antonio, I'd prefer to live close to Pearl District, which is one of my favorites. This is comprised of locally owned restaurants and shops. The median home price in San Antonio is $295,000, and it's trending upward with 16.2% year over year. Having lived and worked as a realtor in Austin, Texas, I have a lot to say about this great city. For one, Austin is frequently listed as one of the best places to live and was just listed as the #1 place for housing growth and stability according to smartasset.com. It's also the live music capital of the world and happens to be one of the fastest growing tech cities in the US. If you are a founder or you're looking to start a startup, you definitely want to consider moving here over all the other Texas cities. You can also participate in a vibrant and supportive tech community, which is why so many are flocking here. Living in the #1 place for housing growth and stability isn't cheap, I can tell you that. The median home price in Austin goes over $630,000, which is crazy in such a short amount of time. Nearby Austin is Leander, and I've done videos about this before. You can check those out here. There are many reasons that Leander should be considered when moving to the Austin area. It offers a small town vibe with a community feel, lots of things to do, and up-and-coming development projects. Leander, Texas is 22 miles northwest of Austin and is home to the award-winning school district Leander ISD. There's natural attractions, a commuter rail to downtown Austin, and rising commercial demand. According to data analyzed by Open Door, the Leander 78641 zip code is ranked #2 in the nation that home buyers are flocking to, and #5 by Homes.com for being one of the best suburbs to move to. So what will this cost you? Well, as of right now, the median home price is $550,000 and growing. Just an hour and a half north of Austin is Waco, and it offers an easy commute, affordable housing, year-round outdoor recreational activities, a wide selection of schools, great shopping and dining, the Magnolia Market and Silos, and a central location in the heart of Texas. Waco also is the midpoint of Austin and Dallas, which provides lots of opportunities for day trips. The median home price here in Waco is about $250,000. Next, we have Houston. If you're considering living in Houston, I suggest the Woodlands. The Woodlands was listed as #1 in this year's list of best cities to live by niche.com, which factors in affordability, the local housing market, the neighborhood, diversity, public schools, and walkability. It's definitely a nice place to live, raise a family, and work. You are looking at spending around $580,000 or more to live in this Houston suburb. Last but not least, I want to talk about the Texas Hill Country, which includes some of the places I've already mentioned. Given its location, climate, terrain, and vegetation, the Hill Country towns are blessed with a beautiful climate. Summers are warm without any humidity hardly, which makes the place much more enjoyable to live. So what will it cost you to live in this celestial place? Well, it really depends on where you choose. Austin is part of the Hill Country and is definitely on the higher end with a median home price of $630,000 or more. But there's also New Braunfels, which has a median home price of $480,781, or San Antonio with a median home price of $295,000. Speaking of good climates, let's talk about the not so great climates in Texas. Texas has diverse climates that range from really hot, honestly, it feels like, and humid to subtropical, and it gets really cool. The coolest temperatures are -21 degrees on record. Of course, that was in 1933, and the highest temperature is 120, which was in the 1930s as well. So there's a wide variety. The short winters definitely draw people to Texas, but summers can be brutal for folks moving from the West Coast or the East Coast. Snakes, scorpions, and roaches, oh my. There are 4 kinds of venomous snakes in Texas: the coral snake, copperhead, cottonmouth, and rattlesnakes. They're pretty famous because they're always on some sort of scary old Western, movie. If snakes don't make your skin crawl, we also have scorpions and roaches, so choose your pleasure. Here in Texas, the heat can bring a lot of cockroaches looking for dark, damp places to escape. So you'll most likely only see these pests in the summer heat. And fortunately, there are no medically dangerous scorpion species in Texas. So how do you become a Texas resident? It's simple. You can demonstrate your intent to make Texas your home permanently by establishing an address, changing your records, and fulfilling the length of stay requirements. If you decide to move here, you are in good company. If you're still on the fence, check out my moving to Texas video to see what might scare you away. I kid. No, to really check out kind of the pros and cons of living in Texas. Some of the advantages of moving to Texas include a highly affordable cost of living, southern hospitality, delicious cuisine, tax-free income, rich history, diverse cities, and varied career opportunities. It also boasts some of the biggest oil reserves, the NASA Space Center, and other world-famous attractions. Hey, are you looking to make a move to Texas and you don't yet have a real estate professional? I'd love to be the one to help you make your move or connect you to an amazing agent in Texas. I have a wonderful Texas network of real estate professionals. Found this video helpful? Then hit that like button. And if you're feeling my vibe, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you don't miss a thing. And I'll see y'all on the next one.